Hello everyone and welcome to another Godify Studios video, and today I will be showing you guys how to create a Battlefield 4 or any type of video game cover that you guys want to do in the future. I think this is a really cool tutorial and it shows what you can do with Photoshop, and it will show beginners how to do everything that they need to make their images look the best that they can, how to do little adjustments, how to do color gradients, how to do little effects, how to do screens, and how to do different texts and stuff. I think it's a really cool tutorial and it will look really lifelike in the end. So I hope you guys will enjoy this tutorial a lot. It will be very simple and very easy for any advanced people. For the new people, just follow along and listen to my voice, and this tutorial will be very easy for you guys, and you guys will have this done in under 20 minutes, even though this video, I don't know how long it's going to be. But if you go step by step and just listen to me slowly, pause the video every here and there, then you'll be done really fast. So first, you are going to go to New, and you are going to call this document Battlefield 4 Cover. And before we get into creating this document, I did the width to be 5.378 inches and the height to be 7.5 inches. I did the resolution to be 180 pixels per inch. Color mode is RGB color, 8-bit. Background content is white. And so we're going to create this file, and as you can see, this would be the usual cover for any sort of kind of like a back for your Xbox game, that little piece of paper that you can just take out. This would be the front cover of it. The dimensions would be bigger, of course, for the back and the middle part. So yeah, this is just the front cover of it. Maybe I'll do a back cover of Battlefield 4 just to show you guys how that would maybe look or something. I don't really know if I would, but I think this tutorial would be really cool. Okay, so let's get into it. First, we're going to place the Xbox game strip that I got off the internet. This is the top of the game strip. That is the old one, and the bottom one is the new one. We are going to choose the polygonal lasso tool to go and crop out the part of the image. We're going to zoom in a little bit, and we are going to crop out this sucker just so that it looks perfect. Very fast. Okay, there we go. That wasn't the best crop I made ever, but whatever. And so there we go. That's our Xbox logo right there. You don't want to move the background. God. And so I deleted the layer that had it originally, and I did layer via copy by right clicking it and doing layer via copy. So it creates this new layer with only this image on it. And so that would usually be the height, I believe, for an Xbox 360 top cover. And that finishes the first part of the cover. Next, you're going to create a new layer, and you are going to do a rectangle. Before you make the rectangle, I would choose black with the fill color. And you should make this about half the height of your image, so then it fits in with the upcoming sky background that I will add very soon. So there we go, maybe a little bit smaller I might make it. And there we go. And so that's a very easy, simple part for anyone that's ever used any of the other Adobe products. So we're going to add that in there. We're going to place in a new image. This next image is a darkened sky. Dark sky, low res. Really? It's a low resolution sky? Really? Okay, and so we're going to add that in there. Perfect size. Perfect everything. Fits in with the black, as you can see right there. And before we get into any of the other parts, I'm also going to change, just notice, is that white? I don't think my rectangle reached. There we go. I don't know, whatever, I'll just keep it safe and do that. Make the rectangle all the way. It always showed this white part, but I think it was a line. Sorry about that, but before we keep going, we're going to go and change the dark sky colors a little bit, and just go to adjustments. First we got to rasterize the layer. Before you want to make any adjustments, you always got to right click rasterize layer, and there it is. Now you can make some adjustments into it. I'm going to change the brightness and contrast. I'm going to make the contrast go up to about 80, and I'm going to make the brightness go down to about 27. I think that seems like a fairly good and light image. You can see the sun right there in like a really whiteness and a really dark background. It looks really cool, and with the text I'm using and everything, it will be really awesome. So next I'm going to add in the text. We're going to want to choose like a grayish type. We're going to change it afterwards, the exact type of colors and stuff. So we're going to first choose agency FB. Now this is a custom text I found off the internet that is the closest resemblance of Battlefield. The text that they use as their cover. As you can see, watch, it looks really alike to the Battlefield one. There we go, Battlefield. Pretty awesome, I know. Okay, so then we're going to add in the 4. The 4 is not going to be agency FB though, because it doesn't look that good. So we're going to choose something more better, such as Chica Mano. Chica Mano looks a lot like the resemblance to the 4 in, or the 3, what am I saying, in Battlefield's text and stuff. Sorry, I've been talking a lot. And so we're going to move this, I think we should just leave it just a little bit higher up to the sky a little bit, because the soldier is going to be in the background of the text. So it don't really matter, but I think it will fit in right there. Now next we're going to go into the blending options, and so from there we're going to go into the blending options, like I said, and we're going to go into drop shadow. This will create a shadow behind the text, so it looks a little bit better. You cannot really see the shadow right now, so we're going to change the distance a little bit. There we go. You can see it a little bit better if you go up a little bit better. The spread's not going to be that far, and the size will just be a little bit, let's make it lower. There we go. And you can see the little drop shadow. It just looks a little bit better to the image, but a bigger change will be the gradient overlay that I will add onto it. We're going to choose a grayer type, such as a little bit of like this type of gray, and at the end it's not going to end with a white, it's going to end with like a lighter gray, such as this. And you can see the text is starting to look really cool and really Battlefield-like. And there's the Battlefield text and how I created the Battlefield text with the cover and with our background that we will be using for the cover. And so next we're going to add in the logos, such as the rating pending one, rating pending logo. I think it's this one. This one's the smaller version. Yep, that's the one. We're going to size this down just a little bit, so that's perfect. Right about, maybe just right there sounds good to me. And next we're going to add in the 3 other ones, Frostbite 2, which is one of the engines that Battlefield, I think Battlefield 3 used it, but I think Battlefield 4 is going to use Frostbite 3. So I just chose Frostbite 2 because I don't know if there's a Frostbite 3 one. It doesn't really matter at all because this is your own one, so you can create it however you like to. And I'm going to choose the EA JPEG one right here I got. And we're going to size this down a little bit too big right there. I think that sounds just about, that sounds good. Let me just move the Frostbite one over, because the EA one is blocking it. Stupid EA blocking stuff. And so now we're just going to size this down actually just a bit more. Oopsie. Sorry about that. It's taking a long time to size out, but the better you size out the image, the better it looks in the finished product. So next we're going to add in DICE, which is the developers behind Battlefield games. I think they're working on Battlefield 4. Pretty sure that they are. We're just going to enlarge that a little bit, and we're going to add it in there and place it in there, and it fits in pretty good. I don't know about the EA logo, how it looks right now. It doesn't really look that good, so we're just going to maybe size it up a little bit. We're going to move the Frostbite one over a little bit. I think that sounds good. So then once we all did all of our logos at the bottom, we're going to add in the soldier man. This is going to be the hardest and the longest part. I named the file military, I know, kind of stupid. Whatever though, don't judge me. And so this part is going to be the longest. So I'm going to go and I'll be back to show you guys how I made the cropping of this. Just because it's a really hard cropping and it takes me forever. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go and start cropping it right now. Let's go. So I just finished out cropping out that soldier and his gun, and now I'm gonna do the finishing touches to the soldier and make him look a little bit more Battlefield-like. And this is gonna be the hardest part, so pay attention to everything I do and every little detail I add in, because it will make a big difference in the end. Okay, so first we're gonna move down this layer below the text. There we go. It's always gonna be behind the text. It just looks better, and it's always gonna be in front of the two backgrounds. So then after that, you are going to go to the toolbar, and you are going to go to Gradient Map. Now the Gradient Map doesn't look good at all right now. The Gradient Map was also used for the text that we used earlier. So now it's going to be used for this image. And this part, just pay attention to what I'm doing. I open up the Gradients editor. Right there, you're going to double click that. And you're going to go to the number, and you're going to type in this exact number. 475461. Right. No, so 475. Oops, put 473. Fail. Okay, so that just changed the color right there. Now we're going to change this one color, and we're going to go to the numbers again. We're going to do 8092A1. Okay, that. Okay, and now we have our gradient map right there above layer 2, and we are going to change the layer blending mode to be to be color. So now it is the color of the image, but now we want to combine it with layer 2, so we're going to go and shift, as you can see, shift or control, you can combine both of them together, right click, merge layers. So now the layers are merged, and now it's not the whole image that has that grayish blue, but it's only the Battlefield soldier that is in this image. We're also going to scale out this image a little bit bigger just to make it look a little bit better in the end. And so yeah, once you're done with that, then we are going to get to the next topic, which is making orange and yellow across his gun and stuff. This part is pretty simple, so let's get into it. We're going to go and create a new layer above Gradient Map 1. We are going to right click and do Create Clipping Mask. Now creating the clipping mask will select the thing down below it to be a mask of the soldier, so no matter what I do outside of the area, it will never show up in other places except the soldier. So I think this is a really cool thing. Sorry about that. And we are going to go into the what is this called? Pure red orange, I believe. You have pure red orange under swatches at the top right. And let's get rid of the history right there. What I did in Photoshop. And so we are going to go and just go to the brushes, and we're going to change it to 145 points. Sounds good. The hardness to 0. That's the main thing. Hardness to 0. And we are going to color the half of him. And not that much. Oopsie. I think we're only going to do that much of him. And we are going to right click that layer that we have. And we actually, no, we don't need to right click it. We need to go to the layer properties like we did below for the gradient maps, and we change normal to overlay. Now this will create an overlay on that image that it was a clipping mask for, as you can see right there. We're going to duplicate that layer once more, and you can see now it's like a brighter orange. But to add in that yellow effect, we're going to go and create another layer above that, create clipping mask. We're going to make it a pure yellow this time, and we're just going to fill in a little bit of yellow in there, and we're going to do the same thing that we did, just do overlay, duplicate it once more, maybe duplicate it once, it depends how you want to do it. I think I only did it once, but yeah, it's up to you to really do that. And you can see now, you can see the little yellow and the orange inside of this half of his body. Also, I'm going to change the text and move it down a little bit. I don't really like the position it's in right now. There we go. And so there's our image so far. Now one final thing that we need to do before we finish up this tutorial, and that is adding the little smoke that you can see in the Battlefield photos. So we're going to go and place smoke inside here. Smoke JPEG. It's going to be a fairly big image. We're just going to size it down to something reasonable. We're going to make this above the gun, so we're going to move this down and make it a clipping mask. Oh my god. Oh wait, I forgot to place it. We're going to make it a clipping mask to the object of the gun. You can see you can make it literally, the smoke can be your gun. It's really sick what you can do in Photoshop at times. Actually, we don't need to create a clipping mask. I think you don't need to. And we are gonna make this be a screen. The layer is gonna be called screen. There we go. So now you can see that we did not need to crop out this the smoke at all. We're gonna make the smoke behind the soldier though. That was one last thing I forgot to add in. It just looks a little bit better. It's not in front of the gun at all. And we're gonna duplicate smoke once more. Just add 2 smoke in there, and there's our image in the end. I think it looks really cool. I think my first one was better done though. But that's how you can make a Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 poster if you guys want to make a Battlefield 3 like endgame poster and have some motorcycles or add some more images. You do it to your liking, in my opinion. I say you do it however you want to. But if you ever wanted to make a Battlefield like poster, now you know how to do the gradients, overlay, and the coloring, and the text that you should use, how to make logos into the bottom there too, the Xbox cover. So if you ever wanted to I don't know, make a DVD or make a game or something and you want to make a cover for it, then this is what you should do. You should literally get Photoshop, go and make some cool images and cool artwork with it, because really, look at how cool this was, and it literally only took me about 15 minutes to make. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video a lot. If you guys did, please click the like button. I will be doing more tutorials in the future. Tell me what tutorials you want down below, because I can't really think of any. My last tutorial I did was me doing our Godify Studios logo. I did not like that logo that much, so I will be creating a new Godify Studios logo very soon, and it will be using clipping masks, gradients. It will be a really cool one, so stay tuned for that video whenever it comes out. So yeah, bye guys.